All right, time to welcome in Dr. Fred Hoffman from Mercyhurst University.
Sorry
Great to have
about
him
that,
on
Doctor. We're going to talk Israel and Hamas. We're talking the Yankees, for goodness
today. Well,
sake.
you guys are Yankee fans.
That's on me. I do apologize, Doctor. But hey, no, on a serious note, though, 1 year into this conflict, I talked with you on it on Friday. Not really an end in sight yet either.
No. And the problem is Iran has really got a big role in this. They're supporting Hamas, which is interesting because Hamas is Sunni Muslim and Iran is Shia Muslim, right? Hezbollah, Shia Muslim. About a half a dozen militia groups in Iraq, Shia Muslim. So Iran is pulling the strings behind a lot of these different attacks. Houthis, for example, in Yemen, same thing.
Fred, how do you see the next 6 months, 8 months playing out here? What are you expecting next?
Well, it's interesting because the Israelis, they're going to do their thing because this is a problem that's close to home for them. You know, for us, it's a remote problem, really. And even if Iran gets missiles, there's a difference between a missile that can hit Israel and an intercontinental ballistic missile, which they would need to be able to hit the United States. So the threat perception is different. Israel's a small, very small country, right? I don't know how much longer they can sustain this level of combat because the problem with the Israeli military, or the challenge, is that they've got to call up their reserves. And the problem is when you call up the reserves, you're depleting your economic performance. So,
Doctor, I remember asking you on Friday, when will we see the U.S. involved in this ongoing conflict? You said, hey, we're already.
We already, oh yeah, absolutely. Not only the U.S., but also Jordan, all right? So the U.S., we've got a couple of ships in the Eastern Mediterranean, and they fired their anti-ballistic missiles, took out a couple, I don't know what the number was, but took out some of the Iranian missiles. Jordan also did the same thing. So it's not just an Israel-only problem.
Fred, do you think the U.S. Navy will have the biggest role for us immediately, like right now? How do you see it?
Well, I think in terms of helping the Israelis defend against ballistic missiles, it's going to be a Navy game. The Air Force may also be involved because you have fighter aircraft that have that anti-ballistic missile capability as well. But the thing is for them to be in range and then where they are and then the possibility of pilots getting shot down, you know, that's some additional risk factors involved with that.
Doctor, do you want to see, Israel is our ally in the Middle East. Do you want to see the U.S. providing more to Israel right now and showing that strength and togetherness with Israel?
Yes, but I also recognize that we're in an election year. We were only a month away from the election here, and you've got political parties vying for support from everybody, right? So they've got that is sort of, I think, hamstringing our ability to show any kind of initiative with the Israelis. But I think the average American would support that.
Dr. Fred Hoffman, we really appreciate you coming in. Can we pencil you in for down the road?
Anytime. My
great
pleasure.
lineup to have.
Yankees win tonight, my friend?
Always.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. That's why we love you so much.
There you
Thank
go.
you so much for coming
Thanks
in.
for being here.
All right, we're headed to the Commonwealth's capital, checking in with our capital correspondent, Kara Jeffers, when Inside Erie Politics comes right back.